Hello, everyone. Welcome to Music Minutes. We will be making a beat here shortly. I am just waiting for the bot to upload to Discord. I hope y'all can hear me. I have a new setup, brand new mic. It's an old mic, but I haven't used it in over a year, so it's a new for y'all. Yeah, let me know if there's any technical difficulties. Always like to take care of that ASAP. And yeah, thanks for joining. I'm just gonna kind of let the chat kind of come through a little bit before I start. We'll see how much time I have, usually an hour. I don't mind going over, but just want to be mindful of the time. Thanks, Zora. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Nice and crispy. But I did want to say, if anyone has seen sorry about that. Snoop Dogg obviously was releasing a lot of NFTs on Ethereum, but he recently was looking at Cardano. I don't have the link right now, but yeah, I guess, how do we feel about him releasing it through Cardano this time? Does it matter? I don't know what his incentive is. He's already doing Ethereum, but it's cheaper, more energy efficient as of now, and Ethereum's gonna eventually get their upgrade. But yeah, I'm just curious to know y'all's thoughts on that. I'm just wondering why he chose to switch it up. Not that it matters to me personally. I think it's fine. I don't think that there's gonna be one winner per se. But I can't predict the future, so so yeah. All right, I'm gonna get started. We got 2 samples this time instead of 3. These are both guitar samples because I was just feeling guitar. I just moved into this new place. I have my old guitar that's been packed away for a year, so I figured make a guitar beat. I did not play these, by the way. I found these. So yeah, I'm not that talented yet. Please let me know which one you want. Hopefully you will be able to hear the sound. All right. Let's get started. And just react with the reactions in the Discord chat, please. That's how I can see y'all communicating. I will look at the other comments on Twitch and YouTube. It's just kind of a lot of mental math there. All right, I'm gonna play the next one. And if y'all are impartial, that's fine too. I'll just go ahead and choose myself. But I like to include you guys. Trying to be inclusive, trying to have the community kind of guide the direction that I make these in. And if you have any suggestions, feel free to just comment and I'll see it. I might not see it right away, but I'll get to it when I get to it, and I'll see how I can best incorporate your suggestions. Or yeah. So yeah, we got a little bit more of a chill, kind of almost mellow type of guitar here. kind of makes me reminisce or something about the good old days, even though I'm not that old. And then we got this more Latin inspired kind of dance type vibe. So yeah, I'll just let y'all decide. I know sometimes it's hard to pick, so I'll give it a minute. If anyone's familiar with Jay Dilla, if you're like a producer, specifically in like the hip hop scene, I feel like you would know Jay Dilla. He was, very, very, very inspirational, very impactful in the music community. R.I.P. But people affiliated with him are releasing a music driven platform for NFTs to make the art influenced lives of producer, obviously Jay Dilla, and the other Motown legends like Smokey Robinson. You'll be able to purchase their NFTs on another marketplace, whole bunch of marketplaces. All right, I'm gonna play it one more time just to be 100% certain, and then we will get into it. Right now, the first one is has one vote up, so. All right, and then this one. Signal strength. Yeah, I mean, this is basically a stem. It's a WAV file. A stem could also be like if you hear how there's like multiple guitars stacked on each other, a stem would be like multiples of these like tracked out. So you'd have like the lower guitar, then you'd have like the higher guitar, like all in their own individual tracks. This is just one WAV file, but you could still consider this a stem technically. Thanks for asking that. I love answering those questions. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it looks like we're going with this one. No big deal. All right. I'm gonna just get right into it. I'll try to talk through what I'm doing. I've realized that I can get kind of zoned in because I'm not used to commentating on what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But I'll work on kind of talking more about what I'm doing because I know sometimes I can just like do things and it's kind of muscle memory to me, but it's kind of like magic to other people. Magic's maybe not magic, but rocket science. Okay. So right now I'm just matching the BPM so it's on beat so we can get it to hit on the 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And I only know that because typically it's 5 to 9 bars or 17. It basically increments of 4 or 8. So if I just stop it at the 9, then it's usually good. But sometimes, you'll get a file that's like this or something, and like it'll be on beat. So sometimes they just like don't cut off the end, which is fine. Everyone works differently. But so it's also good to have that like ear to kind of be able to know when the 1 and the 5 is, or yeah. Okay. So this basically just, if I move the BPM, if I move the BPM, it'll move with it. But if I hit stretch and I move the BPM, it's not going to move. This will play faster, but it's not going to move along with it because it would just be playing the same thing if I didn't do that. So let me just reset the BPM. And this is good if you want to like make it slower, but you still want to be on time. So yeah. 60. So 160 or 80. I like working in double time because you just have more like, you can get really into the crevices of the beat versus if you're working with only this part right here, then it'd be kind of in terms of the 80 because 80 would cut it in half. I know obviously sometimes I might get too in depth, so just ignore me if it's too much. But yeah. night, Raymond. Have a good one. So I'm just going to start with the hi-hat because it's just kind of the first thing that popped in my head. That's usually how I work. It's just like whatever pops in my head first. I'll just start with that. And then sometimes I won't really be able to feel anything with it, so I'll just move on and come back to it later. Try not to force anything. I don't know. That's something I've really kind of tried to minimize. This is gonna sound very like Internet Money, Nick Mira, like those types of beats. 24K, Juice World, any those types of basic like drum patterns. That's kind of what I'm going for here. That's just kind of what I'm hearing. So I don't really like the snare I picked, so I'm just looking for another snare. And I always have to preface that I did not come up with any of these names, so I just know some names be out of pocket. Sounds better. Yeah, I feel like I feel like sometimes I try to overcomplicate it, but then sometimes you need to like, I don't know. It really just be sometimes like 4 sounds and you're done, which kind of feels like it shouldn't work, but it does, which is just kind of what I haven't tried to fight that feeling anymore. Because like I could add an 808 and a kick and I could be done, but I'm gonna try to do some more because we got time. Oh, and one thing I didn't mention is we're gonna give away that first beat that I made on the first stream. Lady Warboss, amazing mod, amazing person. They wanted to gift it to the community, so we will go ahead and do that later. Let's do this to a new pattern. So this is the pattern, up to, I don't know, probably 1,000. You can put all these in one pattern. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I like to separate it out. It's just kind of how I'm feeling on the day. Not really a wrong way to do it as long as you are organized, whatever that means to you. You can mute. I'm right clicking to mute, and then if you right click on it again, then it'll just play the whole thing. So I'm doing the kick now, and you can name these. You can name them if you want, but I kind of just know because of the way it looks. I can kind of just know which one it is. But sometimes, if you have like 20 of them, you should probably name them. At least for me, I would definitely get overwhelmed sometimes. This is the velocity. So it basically is like how hard you're playing the note. So if I go down here, it's not that loud. But if I go up here, I don't want to blast your eardrums. It's much louder. Although I don't know why it sounds so short. That would be why. Okay. That's better. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Sometimes is it- oh, sometimes I would like make this one a unique pattern, basically copying it, but like it's its own pattern. So whatever I did here would not be reflected here, to add some variation. That's really up to you. Do some organizing real quick. All right, so if you right click and you just drag to like whatever, the red basically means that's what you're selecting, and when you let go, it'll just stay like that. That basically means that if you press play, it's just going to repeat this area, this 9 bar loop, pretty much. So now I can just like press play and just work on this part without having to like wait for it to come in like I did right there. Have I done this professionally? I mean, that's always a dream, right? I definitely like I've spent a long time like working and learning how to use it. But I mean, it's kind of hard, the industry is not that accessible. Although, I guess I do try to, make connections, be involved in the community, send things out to people to maybe hopefully get a placement or just stuff like that. But like I haven't really like quote unquote grinded. I've been trying to not be too stressed about it because I did that during college and then I kind of just lost my love for it. So I'm trying to be a little bit more going with the flow type of thing. I can't hear it at all. You know what? What about where is it? No, let's probably do that. So this one I'm going to make 8 just because I like this one to have more variation than these ones where it's just 4. Where it's just 4. And I do have a MIDI controller, so I won't be like clicking him in like this. I'll be like playing him on the keyboard, so you'll see the thing, and this is what note I'm playing at that given time. And right now I'm just gonna find the notes that work with it. So it might sound chaotic. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Like I'm like, this one sounds good, but this one sounds good. Just kind of have to trust your ear because it might sound good up here. It's usually easier for me to tell what notes if they're higher because you can hear like the tone of it better versus like right there. Like I'm not gonna know what note that is just off of hearing it, but and I won't even know if it sounds good because it's just so low. So I usually go start up here and then I'll just control down or command if you have a Mac. It'll just drop it down an octave. So yeah, that doesn't sound good down there. Sounds good there, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm overthinking it though. I think so too. I think there's a lot of possibility there, and we're just barely, like, I mean, barely. It hasn't even been a whole year yet. Maybe it has, but barely a year. Of just music NFTs in general becoming a little bit more popular. Oh, this would probably be a good thing to do. So this is the mixer. This is where you control your sound, so you can like the volume and stuff. And this number corresponds to this number, so that's you can also just press the button and it'll just take it to the next free one. I don't know why it skips the first one. I always thought that was weird, but I just ignored that. Anyways, I'm going to EQ this, basically cut out the low frequencies because I think that's clashing with the bass. And this can get a bit tedious sometimes. Sometimes like I'll be doing this for like literally 20 minutes and then my ears are kind of fatigued. So then I don't even know what's what anymore. So then I'll just skip it and get back to it later. It's kind of different in this like setting because it's more of a time constraint. But yeah, so we'll see where it goes. Now that doesn't sound that's so this is the pitch knob. You can basically change the key of the song up or down. If you look on the right here, you'll see cents. Every 100 is just one note. So this is 0, 1 cent would be this one, and so forth. So I just usually just I just pick a number, to be honest. And if it sounds good, it sounds good. And because I moved that up 3, I have to move this up 3 so it stays in key. So 1, 2, not that. 1, 2, 3. Maybe this is out of key a bit. So weird. I've never really experienced that. That works. So yeah, if you have any questions or you want to, like, I don't know, maybe you want me to reverse this, or you want me to add a vocal. I don't know, literally anything. This is just for fun. This is just to experiment. How it turns out, I'm doing what I'm doing, but feel free to give any suggestions and I'll do my best to make it fit in. If it doesn't fit, I mean, you know, it's not like this is going to, Universal Records or something. So this is, we're just here to have fun. Probably in about 25-30 minutes, we'll do the giveaway from the first NFT beat. I still need to mix down the other one, the one after, so I can give that to y'all. But I have been extremely busy moving and whatnot, so that kind of has been put on the back end. Unfortunately, I will work on getting that done ASAP. I'm not feeling this. Good. 808. That's right there. Oh, it's right there. Also, the way I work, even if I'm alone, I'm just like talking to myself. Like I externally process things like that. I think out loud, So, excuse me for that. I know sometimes people can find that kind of annoying, but it's either that or I can't literally think because I'm trying to. Yeah, that's just how I process. There it is. Is it? Sounds right. Okay. So I'll go. Let's try this. Also, I experiment a lot when I do this stuff. So if something sounds bad, I mean, it's something that I haven't tried before, or obviously, like, this is my first time making a beat with this specific guitar. So I mean, don't feel bad if you do this and you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds terrible, because like we don't know until we try it. Wow, that was inspirational. So another thing I like to do, which I'm actually going to do now, is this is the envelope. This controls, how do I say this? This controls like whatever sound you have uploaded. This is the 808. So I won't go into detail on this. There's a lot of videos you can find, but this shape right here, basically having all the hold up and these I don't touch, but you can have a lot of control. So if I hold it, if I play a note, oh my bad. All right. It stays for a long time. But if I do it just for a little quick, like really fast, so I have like that much control. If I just turn it off, then regardless of how long I hold it, it's going to play the same length. So yeah, that's good for when you want more control. That was Control L. That basically just lengthens the note till it hits another note. Violins. Oh, that's interesting. I'll see what I can do about that. Oh, that's so interesting. And let me know if something's too loud, because like I know I have like headphones and these are like they're Audio Technicas, and I don't really know if there is a difference, but I know, if you're listening to it, maybe the bass is just extremely loud for you and it might not be for me. So yeah, let me know so I can adjust that as needed. right, I think that's good for now before I lose my mind. Let's try that violin. I honestly don't know how this is gonna sound, so we can try. So once it loads. So you can click this plus button, or you can go up here to. There's a button up there. There's a lot of ways you can do it. This is just the easiest way for me. It pulls up all your plugins. Not all of these come with it. Like these ones I've bought. These ones are free, although some are not. But because it's like an FL plugin, you get the demo. It's kind of convoluted, but yeah. So there are stock ones in here, but I'm gonna use this one, Analog Lab. I love this plugin. I'm just gonna look up Violin. I don't know why I'm on all caps, but I am. That's a interesting violin. And also because this is like synthetic per se, it's not going to sound like the real thing. So like any type of string instrument, unless it's like an ensemble, those ones are decent. Violins and like guitars never sound like the real thing. So you just got to be aware of that. So yeah, and then there's like fake flutes, like it's a flute, but like has a whole bunch of effects on it, so it's like not something that would ever sound real, but it sounds cool nonetheless sometimes. I don't even know. I don't even know what key this is in, so I gotta do some work on that end. Oh, I like that one. All right, I'm gonna try this one. So I don't even know what key this is in, so I got to figure that out first. And that really just comes with me playing it and figuring out what notes work. I am going to take the 808 out though, because sometimes that's just a bit endless. But I'm just going to do this. All right, I don't know what key that is, but I know there's 7 notes in a key, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it just repeats. So yeah, I'm not the most music theory inclined, but I just know a lot of general knowledge that kind of has helped me, because I realize you don't need to know music theory. It can help, but it's not the end all be all. But I mean, if you know it, that's always good. It's not a bad thing to know it. Okay. Okay, so like something like that. I don't know what I just played. So if you play something and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that was so dope," but you didn't record, or you can go to dump score log to selected pattern, and then there's these increments which you can select that'll paste it into the MIDI into all this. But you need to make sure you have a clear MIDI, because if you go here, it'll erase everything and then paste that into it, so you'll lose whatever you have. So you got to have an empty empty pattern. So that's what I'm going to do. I usually do 2 minutes because I didn't play for that long. And I know it's this general area. So I'm going to delete all this. Right here. Oh, I guess I didn't explain this. Song is song. It'll play the song, which is this whole thing. If you click pat for pattern, it'll play whatever pattern you're on. Excuse me. Which correlates to this. So whatever you have in here, it'll play. So pattern. I hope I'm not like information overload. No, it's definitely over here. I was right here. Yeah. So Control Q, Q's for quantize. You see how these are, you see these lines, how it's not on the grid. So these are all like, I guess intervals. So if you go to like bar, it'll do every bar. So there's 1, 2, so it's every bar. If you go beat, it'll do every beat, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. So whatever you have it set to, when you hit quantize, it'll quantize it to the nearest line, I guess. So this will quantize to here, or at least it should. So Control Q, boom. It doesn't always work perfectly, so I just fixed that. So this should just go back here. So this wasn't ever going to be the final product. I was always planning to kind of mess with it to make it sound a little bit not as harsh, because there's like, it's just that, like, I don't know. I guess the harsh is how I would describe it. I'm going to throw in some, wherever you are, effect rack. And just kind of mess with these. Sometimes these are chaotic and they just destroy my ears. So I'll try to be mindful of that. We'll do, I guess let's just do, and then maybe some, where are you? The problem I have is there's so many things on here that I just have the hardest time looking for whatever I need. Not have time. Where is it? Maybe I don't have it. Let's go with filter freak, I guess. I just kind of wanted it to be something kind of in the back, you know, ambient. Let's just clean up those. I'll just leave it at that. I almost want it to like swoop. I just can't find the plugin. I low-key feel like I don't have it. It's okay though. We'll work with that. All right. So this is just going to be kind of tucked in the back. It won't be like the main piece, but you know, shout out to I believe it was Signal Strength. I'm sorry if that was not the person. It was. Okay. Yeah, let's see how this sounds. Yeah, it's just kind of there in the back. It's like I feel like you won't really notice it, but if I take it out, you probably would. Oh, that was not the this one. One bass in the beginning, the sounds flat seems how to play second. If you could tell me which number interval it is, because I don't hear it, but you know, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna add some more drums. This is like one of my favorite hi-hats. This is from Monty Booker's kit. Great kit. He actually also just dropped NFTs, by the way. It was with Selection. 500 of them. 10 were like golden, kind of like sounds drops where like you have like golden eggs and stuff. Except theirs weren't golden eggs, but in that similar light. I don't remember the perks exactly, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool. If anyone participated in that, let me know. Oh, I guess, are you referring to 12 maybe? Or I guess right here, maybe also you're doing 2. I mean, this is flat. But it sounds good when I play it low, so I don't understand. Because when I go like this, put it up, that doesn't sound right either. That doesn't sound right. That kind of sounds right. So I don't know. Sometimes I have to let go of what like I know, because sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate. But you know, there's always room. I don't know. I hear what you're saying because I felt the same way, but maybe it is just me. It feels so weird though. It doesn't sound right there. I don't know. Does it sound right? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. That was okay. What's next? What's next? guess let's do that. Goodie, oldie but a goodie. Let's move this somewhere else. I do not like that 808. I'm gonna move it back for the time being, but I might mess with it later. Well, now I can't unhear it, but it's okay. If I had more time, like if this was like a 2 or 3 hour stream, I would probably make something a little bit more I don't know, nuanced, I guess, for lack of a better word. Because there's a lot of stuff that I also do. Like I would probably move this just the slightest to give it that extra bounce. I mean, I'll do it now because I just did it, but I just mean like those small things like that. That I probably don't really have time for to be able to do in like 1 hour. Very subtle, but I mean, I feel like it adds just the slightest amount of bounce. But I mean, honestly, this is kind of done. This was a pretty simple one. That's just kind of the nature of it. The other one would have probably been a little bit more, I guess, complicated. But because this is like your typical guitar, you know. I can't rap. I'm not a rapper. Probably also this unique. I'm gonna give myself the last 2 minutes, and then we'll do the giveaway. That sounds good. Right there. Okay, let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that. Up 7. That feels a little high. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little high. What can we do about that? I guess just oh gosh, no, not that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. That's much better, actually. Although I do maybe want to move this down just my ears a little bit. Oh, you're talking about the high note. Got it. I mean, it's the same note as this one, just up here. Okay, but you were right. That did sound a little off for some reason, even though it was fine. Oh, I didn't turn this down. There we go. That's why. And I didn't change this one the way I did this one. So this is D, and this is F sharp. D, and this is F sharp. And just I'm definitely over time, but to switch things up, sometimes it gets repetitive, so you want to do things to kind of not make it sound as repetitive. So right here, I'm going to actually get rid of this, and yeah, let's just hear how that sounds, I guess. A little abrupt. I'd probably be good at the end of the hook, so it'd be like intro, pre-hook, and then hook, and then verse, I guess. It's probably over here. Something like that. That was a really, really rough arrangement. I wanted to, so yeah, I mean, all right, let me play this. And I've been full. I probably won't play the whole thing because it's just kind of repetitive. But I do want to move on to the giveaway. If you don't remember or weren't here, I keep pressing the wrong one. That's the wrong. It's the wrong. Oh, this one. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Took me a bit. So this is y'all. Y'all named this. I think Pineapple was the one that said it, and it kind of just stuck. It made sense given the what it sounds like. So I'm gonna play this for y'all, and then I have a wheel, a different window, and yeah. And in the meantime, think about what we should name the one I just made. I'll clean it up. And then it just goes ahead and repeats. This unlockable content is just the IPFS link where you can click the link and then you can download it for yourself. Because I don't think you can you can't download it from here. So this will give you the IPFS link because I tried to do this all decentralized, so I did it through IPFS. That can be a whole thing, another stream if you are interested in that. It was actually more simple than I thought. And yeah, so that's something we can look forward to in the future. I was going to rename this. I didn't get around to it, but we can do that another time as well. Yeah, so let's give this away. If you are in the voice chat, then you're pretty much automatically in. I just got to type y'all in. Okay. So we got, I don't know who those people are. We got And if you're not in the voice chat, or you're like watching on a different on Twitch or YouTube or something, just comment. I should be able to see your comments, and then I'll add you manually. I mean, I'm still doing it manually, but yeah. Yeah, I guess while we're here, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this in the background. I know there's typos. I'm just trying to get the gist down. Good amount of people. And yeah, if you get this and then I somehow make it big for whatever reason, you can say you have this, which is kind of cool. Not to say this is an investment in myself. This is for Whale. This is just, kind of like a POAP, but slightly different but it's like because you attended, you have the opportunity to get this beat and to listen to it. And I mean, anyone can listen to it, but you can download it. Just kind of a cool thing I wanted to do. So yeah, without any further ado, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15-ish people. Yeah, let's see who wins. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Congrats, Raymond. Woo. Fireworks. If you want to DM me saying that you won and send your ETH address as well, the one that you would like it to be in, go ahead and do that. If my DMs are off for whatever reason, just at me publicly in the server, and I will we'll get that figured out. So yeah, congrats to Raymond. We have two more. I don't know if I feel like the sound might not work, but we have two more to give later, probably next week or the week after. Obviously, this one once I touch it up. So let's play this one real quick. And the other one thing I wanted to say was there is a difference. Like if I'm talking more and that's what you like, there will be a slight, this won't be as fleshed out because I have to think about what I'm doing and then, speak it out. Versus if I'm more quiet, I'm typically more focused and this would maybe be a little bit more touched up per se. Because the other one, the R&B one that we just listened to, that Raymond won, that one had a lot kind of going on, even though it was simple. But I didn't talk that much during that stream because I was just kind of in the zone. So, I mean, they both have their advantages. But just a caveat there. I think it's this one. Yeah. So like a month ago, because I haven't done one of these in a minute. This was the other one y'all chose. Other R&B-ish one. That's why I want to do a guitar one this time. But yeah, so this is the other one that I need to touch up, and then we'll give this one out to one of y'all if you attend the next Music Minute stream. And let me know if you can hear it or not. So yeah, those are the two that I will hopefully finish, or at least mix down, so it doesn't. I mean, it sounds okay right now, but it could sound better. Um, and yeah, so I can give that to y'all. Let me just open back the other one. Hopefully, I saved it. I'm pretty sure I did. That would suck if I didn't save. Imagine. Um, that's one thing is that the projects that I love that I'll be making, FL will crash, and of course, it's the one project that I didn't save. But it'd be like that, That's just Murphy's law. Um, yeah, I think we covered everything. One thing I didn't say, which I thought was pretty cool, as far as news goes, um, the income rights of Michael Jackson, one of his songs, will be sold as an NFT. They didn't say which song or songs or album. They didn't really say what it would be, but they just said that 10% of the song's net publishing income into the NFT. Um, it's kind of like what Royal did with like Nas and Three Blau. I said Three Lau Blau. Pretty much what they did, but they're doing it on their own thing, of course. I just thought that was cool because Michael Jackson, one of the greatest artists, personally, I would think. Um, all hits, no misses. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for joining. All right. See you next time. Hopefully next week, maybe with the blockchain beats. If not, maybe another music minutes. And then obviously we have events going on. I do not have the calendar. We have events going on. My fault. We have events going on all throughout the week, and you can check the whale calendar for those events. Yeah, so glad you can join me. I know kind of 7 o'clock is or 7 to 8 is kind of weird for some people, not really used to having these late events, but trying to have that global reach, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So bye now. Have a great night, day or evening. Dinner, breakfast, lunch. All right. Bye.